Hello, my name is Dr. Nick Bowman. I'm an associate professor at Texas Tech University. I'm going to kick off some conversations about the social demands of live streaming when we're talking about video games. Gaming, of course, has been a surprisingly social medium throughout its history. I think sometimes when we talk about video games, we tend to default towards a bit of a stereotype of a single player playing alone in their basements and other negative discussions. But if we look at gaming over the last 60 to 80 years, we see a richly social medium of folks playing side by side, sometimes in public places, and oftentimes with several hundred people at once. And when we think of platforms like Twitch and other streaming platforms, the sociality is really brought to the fore. In a way, streaming your gameplay fits a very core competency of the earliest games, where you're designing this experience to be entertaining to the onlooker. We know that people might play alone with a controller in their hand, but they receive information and input through others, and we sort of co-create in tandem play, where one person's sort of driving the game, but lots of other people are jumping in, having conversations, and we're sort of playing the game together. And we also know that streaming isn't always live. It can be variably entrained, where some of us go in front of a live, studio audience or a live audience of thousands of people sitting in their individual computers at their homes. Or we can record things for an imagined audience, much in the way that I'm presenting this presentation now. And that audience has some explicit impact on how we experience the gameplay. But of course, audiences can also have implicit impacts. If we look at social facilitation theory, we know that the presence of social others can impact our performance at tasks. In my old research from 2013, we found that playing first-person shooters in front of other people can significantly enhance your performance because you try a bit harder when you feel this social pressure. And of course, these implicit attitudes might carry over to Twitch. We've done some research showing that when novice players are on Twitch playing a video game, they're very well aware they're being talked about, although they tended to dismiss whether or not the conversation was distracting them. We actually found a bit of a tunnel vision effect where you sort of ignored and sidestepped the audience, and this needs more research, of course. And we can think about social demands. And if we look at this demand model where gaming engages these cognitive, emotional, physical, and social demands of our attention, Twitch and other streaming platforms likely ramp up the social demand. This could lead to some conflicts where we're paying attention to multiple things at one time. We know the audience impacts each other. We know there's emotional contagion effects where the emotions expressed by some people carry over. And we can talk about many other things. So for this roundtable, whether you think I'm wrong, whether you're sleeping during the conversation, or you think I'm a saucy, spoony bard, we really should talk a bit more, and I appreciate your time today.